I just want them to stop. These poor people, I just want them to stop.
That York County woman says a local plumber left her without a furnace for months. Now that plumber faces charges for taking money without finishing the work.
Fox 43's Jackie Dottori finds out how a group of people say the same thing happened to them and gets the plumber side of the story.
The human waste was pouring down on top of cabinets and starting to come through the whole row.
Shannan Donivan explains what her kitchen looked like after she says Adam Jacoby did some plumbing work at her home.
Online, all these, Southern York County community pages just bragged about him. So I figured, why not? He has really good references on Facebook. They must know what they're talking about.
She claims Jacoby Plumbing left a mess at her house and never came back to clean it up or finish the job.
It began a trend of me calling and saying, we agreed you would be here at 9 o'clock. What's going on? And I would be ignored. Maybe I'd get a call in the afternoon. Oh, an emergency came up. Somebody else needed me more.
Donivan says that went on for 5 months. She eventually filed a civil lawsuit. Convinced she wasn't the only one dealing with this, she started a Facebook page, Jacoby Plumbing Victims.
If he can use Facebook to contact his next victims, why can't I use Facebook to find them?
A friend told Carol Gemby about the group because Carol says she had a similar experience with Jacoby.
I'm hurt. I just can't believe people do this stuff.
She says she paid Jacoby $4,000 for him to replace her furnace, which he then cashed that check.
He never came back, texted him, emailed him, called him.
That was happening in the middle of winter.
We went without heat for a while, but we used little heaters.
She says she had been in contact with a Jacoby employee for months.
It was horrible. My electric bill got sky high.
Eventually, her case against Jacoby turned into a criminal investigation. Fox 43 Finds Out sat down with Jacoby to talk about these allegations.
I feel like I'm one of the best around. We did win Best of York County. So, if there is issues, I try to correct them fairly quickly.
He's currently facing charges like home improvement fraud and theft by deception in 3 different cases, including Carol's. He claims her story is missing information.
We were at their house probably 9 to 10 times with only one service. They only charged them once.
She gives you the $4,000. You're in communication with her. From your point of view, you're saying, all right, I'll put the deposit down, we'll get you the furnace, and we'll install that.
Right.
And then she's following up with you saying, when are you
Yes.
going to come put the furnace in? And you're saying, we'll be there tomorrow. So can you understand how that...
Yeah, I can see it being frustrating for the customer. And like I said, I try to put everybody first. All of our customers, every one of them is very important to me. For her, it was not so much as us trying to put her off as long as we could. I knew that she had heat. I was trying to move other jobs around.
But how could you be sure she had heat if you weren't there? Because it could break again, right?
Right, it could. But Cassandra or the mother always let us know when there was no heat, and I was either out there that day or that evening, every single time.
That's not what Carol says. This was the last text she says she sent to Jacoby's assistant.
I'm highly upset. We have no heat. You promised to come out many, many times. I'm giving you 1 month to do the job, or I'm going to see somebody about getting my money back.
Mm-hmm. And that's when they said
the
15
hard
minutes
way.
away.
Yeah.
And they never showed up.
Never showed up.
These customers were never, how do I want to put it, unhappy or distraught until they were coached by this other individual that started this.
Jacoby claims the person who he says coached people to file charges is Shannan Donivan. She says she didn't coach anyone and didn't come up with these criminal charges. She does, though, call this justice and empowerment.
So when you find other people that said, the same thing happened to me, you do feel vindicated.
If you had to go to court tomorrow, would you say you were guilty in any of these cases?
No, I would say that there needs to be a hearing, like to where both sides can be talked, and that's what's going to happen. Because I have my proof as well.
Could you provide us with any of that documentation? Like you said, you had.
Yeah, I can text it all to you.
Our conversation with Jacoby was more than 2 weeks ago, and we've yet to get any of that documentation from him, including his contractor registration with the state or his insurance information. We've asked for it several times. Now, Jacoby and I also had a long conversation about the other charges he's facing and those specific cases. If you want to see his responses to those allegations, you can check it out now on FOX43.com. He is expected to be in court later this month. And if you have a consumer story or scam that you want me to look into, Fox 43 wants to find out. Let me know. Email Fox43 Finds Out at Fox43.com or join the Fox 43 Finds Out group on Facebook.